Hey everyone, and welcome back to the New York Trio series. I am finally starting off with this house. In the last episode we built the family, or built. In the last episode we created the family that's going to live in this house. And what I actually had to do was completely rebuild this entire house because I wanted there to be a basement in this house for sure. And I couldn't put it in after the house was already built, so I had to get rid of everything, put the basement in, and then rebuild it on top. It did take me quite a while, but I finally got it done, and now I'm just adding in the finishing touches, like the roof and stuff, and making sure everything is level. The reason I didn't want to adjust it before was because basically by getting rid of one house and adjusting the leveling in one house, adjust the leveling in all three houses. So I had to completely adjust all the split leveling and all the other stuff that's going on in the second and third house, and it was just a nightmare. But we got it done, and now I'm just fixing it so that we can go ahead and start decorating. So you can see here, this is where I started adjusting the basement, and you can see it's a really big basement, but it's actually not going to be that big. It's only going to be the square footage of the house. It's not going to be humongous, and it is the only house that has a basement, so you can see the little puppy outside digging a hole, and he's so cute. But I thought it would be really fun to have that split level there. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in that little area, if there is anything going to be there at all. But I definitely think that, I think this house looks really cool with that little split level there that goes down into the basement. So right now I'm adjusting how I want the layout to be on the top floor. I know I want there to be a master bedroom. I think that she definitely deserves to have a closet or a makeup room or some sort of closet room. So one of them is going to be a closet room, and the other room is going to be his little man room, which was a request for him to have a football memorabilia room, or I don't know, a room with his trophies and posters and achievements, kind of just like a guy's den. Maybe have a gaming area in there, or maybe in the basement we can build a really cool movie theater with lots of gaming. That'd be really, really awesome. So it's possible, we'll see, but we're not going to get into any of that today. Today we're just going to start working on the base floor, the first floor, and we're going to head on doing the kitchen and work a little bit on the living room and a little bit on the dining area as well. So I thought that maybe we could give them a really, really big open space in their living room. Pro athletes usually have these really big, huge mansions because they like to spend all their money on a big, huge house to show how much money that they make. They kind of just like to show off. But this family are living in a cozy little New York house. It's kind of big for a New York place, but it's definitely, I don't know, it's definitely cozy. So I wanted to open up the floor plan as big as I could, and I thought that maybe having completely open first floor, meaning no rooms at all except for the bathroom, would be a really, really nice feature for the house. So, and the first thing I did was, actually I decided to make all the walls just white, and that way it kind of just gave me a nice little palette to work with. At first I thought I could do all white with the really thick dimensional border up top, which has lots of feature to it, so it looks kind of like an old rustic New York house. But to think about it, I thought they wouldn't have something like that in the house. They would have, for sure, they would update it and make it look a little bit more modernized. So I do actually go ahead and just make the walls a regular flat wall to work with, and that's what I do. So what I'm doing right now is I thought it would be really cool to have a feature fireplace, and my vision in my head was to have it kind of look like the fire is inside of the wall and it's just a glass where you can see through the mirror, because I've seen actual fireplaces like that in modern homes, but I couldn't figure out how to make it that way. So I played around with different fireplaces, and eventually I found one that I liked, but it wasn't part of my vision. So what I decided to do was actually just make it into kind of a separate room, but I don't know how to explain it, but you can see it has a big, huge, gorgeous archway, and you can kind of go into the fireplace room, which I thought was really cool. I just got rid of the fireplace back because I hate that. I hate the way it looks in the houses. And I know realistically that house would have a chimney if there's a fireplace, but for the sake of The Sims, I always get rid of it. I don't like the way it looks. And I thought that a really cool way to split up the room would be to have pillars. And I thought that'd be really nice to split up the room, have separate sections in the room, and that way, you know, we can find our own little sections in the room and not have to worry about putting in walls and cluttering up the room. I thought that it looked really, really cool. So we separated the room with lots of pillars, and that way I can put in the kitchen, I can put a dining room one side, and I can put a living room on the other side, and it's still nice and open and spacious for everyone. I also don't know if you guys are watching my Abbi's Decor series as well, where I'm kind of giving you guys some little tips and tricks. It was kind of like my little present to you guys for getting 1,000 subbies. But one thing I did mention in that Decor tips and tricks video is that I really like to use the lights from Debug. And those lights are awesome because they give you a maximum light, but they don't show up in the game. So when you're actually playing, they're invisible. So it's perfect for doing split leveled houses. You can give that little section there light and not have to worry about, you know, having actual lighting there and looking really strange, hanging from no ceiling. So yeah, just a tip there. If you haven't seen my series, you should go ahead and check it out. I'll leave the link down below for you to check out what I've done so far in the series. So for the kitchen, I honestly could not make up my mind on what I wanted to do with the kitchen. I knew that I wanted to look kind of modern, not too modern and futuristic, but I wanted it to look kind of modern and also look expensive, yet have a little bit of colour in there. So you'll see me kind of just play around quite a lot with this kitchen. But in the end, I do actually decide to keep a little breakfast area on the left hand side so that they can just sit there over the counters and just like eat their breakfast if they want to, or they can sit on the formal dining table, which we're going to put right here, the big huge table from Fast Lane stuff, and I think it's really, really cool. It's one of my favourite tables and I think it just looks amazing in all of the houses, so we're going with that table. Although it is black right now, anything that I do in the living room and in the dining room today is actually subject to change. I may go ahead and just change it in the next part. In fact, I probably more than likely will change it in the next part. Now I'm looking at everything in the room. But for now, I'm just placing everything so I know how much space I'm going to need when I'm moving things around and when I'm putting things in the house. I kind of just know where everything's going to be placed. So that is why that is there. Don't worry, guys. I know it doesn't look that nice in the room right now, but it will be adjusted and will be changed. So for the kitchen, you can see I've done kind of like the little breakfast area. I did have 3 chairs, and I kind of really like these chairs. I think they're quite nice and quite modern, and they have a really nice feel to it, especially with the big back with the big wooden back is what I made it. It's nice light wood, and I think it looks great. And then the living room area, I just added in a few couches. I'm more than likely not going to keep these couches, but we'll see. For now, we're just going to go ahead and throw those in there just so I can see my spacing and see, you know, what needs to be put and what doesn't need to be put. But the living room and dining room, I kind of want you guys to give me your suggestions on what you think I should put in there. You'll see at the end how it all looks, but I do want your suggestions. The kitchen, I'm keeping how it is, so when you see the finished kitchen, that is it, guys. I'm not changing anything unless it's like something minor. I'm not going to drastically change the kitchen, but the living and dining room, we're still working on those, so I would love any suggestions, any input, any questions, anything that you would like to give for the living and dining room. So yeah, let's continue. So back into the kitchen. I thought that to make the kitchen look realistic, we need to have some above cabinets. Most kitchens don't just have counters, they do have top cabinets as well. I don't know why the Sims, they're not usable. They should be usable, where the Sims can actually open them and like put stuff in there. But yeah, I had to move around the kitchen quite a lot actually. Where the stove is right now, it doesn't stay there, and also where I'm going to put the fridge doesn't stay there either. I tried to find a stove that looked really nice, and I do have quite a lot of custom stoves and a lot of stoves from the the Sims 3 store. Oh my god, I can't talk today. A lot of stoves from the Sims 3 store, and eventually this stove is what I go with, and this fridge is what I go with, and I think they look quite modern. I think they look pretty awesome actually. And this fridge is really cool. It has like wine bottles or wine section underneath, which I think is pretty awesome. So we went ahead and went with those two, and I thought that it would look okay placed there, but now that I looked at it, it looked quite awkward, and I think that I thought it looked awkward when I was doing it as well, so I did move it. I know that I do move it. So and also, if you guys aren't already following me on Facebook, go ahead and follow me now. It is facebook.com/AbigailWarnerDesigns, and I did post an exclusive little sneaky pic right there on my Facebook. And if you're not following me on Twitter, come and follow me now. It is twitter.com/AbigailWarner. And I did post a sneaky little pic on Twitter as well. So check both of those pictures out if you want to kind of see the ending of this video, or like two little sneaky pictures of this house, of how it's going to end up. Go ahead and check that out now, and you can kind of just see, or you could just skip ahead, whichever works for you, you know. Okay, so I readjusted the kitchen and decided to make the countertops black instead of that light colour. I don't really know what colour it was before. I did place the fridge there, but realistically, if I was in this kitchen, I wouldn't want to be sitting with the back of the fridge right next to me when I'm eating my breakfast. So I just do actually go ahead and move it to the other side where we actually have the stove. I swapped the fridge and the stove around, and you'll see that in a little bit. As far as the top countertops, I know I wanted to have a pop of colour in this kitchen, but I wasn't quite sure what to do or how to put it in. And I thought definitely a pop of yellow would be awesome. So I do go with a little bit of yellow, but I didn't want it to be too dramatic or too drastic. So at first I thought, let's put yellow throughout the whole counters, let's just go full force. But you know, I do change my mind a lot, and I actually go ahead and change it to just have like two top shelves that are yellow, and the rest are all the wood matching the counters down below. And I do add in some special little shelves, which you're going to see in a second. And here I'm just moving around the appliances, you can see there. Also, I had to move the pillars to line up with the fridge and also line up with the stove, just to make sure that it didn't look weird. So now I'm just adding in some homey little things. I really like this little chalkboard thing right here. I think it looks really cute. I'm not quite sure. I think it's from the Sims resource, from a set from when I created the coffee house. And I'm just adding in some additional homey kitchen things. In the first house that I ever made here on Simming with Abby, and that was the modern style home, I did use a lot of these items in that kitchen. I love that house actually. I really want to go back and play that house. But yeah, I decided to make an open brick area. Now I wanted it to be the same open brick as the outside of the house, but I know that realistically there wouldn't be lots of different types of brick in the house, but I didn't like the way that it looked in the kitchen, so I went with this brick, this grey style brick, which kind of looks like slabs instead of bricks. Looks like kind of like the same tile you would have on the floor, but it looks like kitchen tile, and I thought it looked really cool, so I went with these instead, so it didn't look like it's the same brick. And then I added in a cute little artsy photo, one of my fave photo series as well, which I've used quite a lot as well. And then we're going with this bookshelf unit, which I've used a lot in houses before as well, and we're creating some kitchen space. Now this is kind of like a unique idea that I kind of had. I thought it'd be fun to have this open kitchen space where you can actually see some of the items that are in the kitchen, such as pots and pans, and just little kitchen things like books, and you know, I just wanted to make it look really homey. So I did go ahead and put those shelves in there and made them black to match the kitchen theme. And now I'm just going to go ahead and fill it up with some kitchen-y items. There we go, we've got some pots. Also guys, if you're wondering where I got these shelves from, I think they're from the utility kitchen set. No, I'm sorry, the items that are in the shelf are from the utility kitchen set. I'm 100% positive the utility kitchen set gave me those items. And then the shelves I can't guarantee what set it's from, but it is from the Sims resource. Everything that is object-wise that I have for my houses are from the Sims resource. So that is where you'll find everything. And also on my Tumblr page, I do have a list of all the different custom objects and stuff, where all the sets that I've downloaded. So you can go ahead, check on my Tumblr and see where I got what, and check out some of the sets that I've got in my game. So we're making it a little bit more homey now. We've got our sink, we've got our set of knives, and I think it's coming along quite well. I think it looks pretty nice, but dilemma. We don't have a microwave. Now, I was able to get that kettle on top of the stove, which I've been trying to do for quite a long time, and it just really depends on what stove I'm using. The kettle does sit on some stoves, just not on the main ones that I normally use. It sits on this one perfectly, so I'm going to be using the stove quite a lot now that I can put that kettle on there. It looks really cute. Now that I look at it, I actually really like the microwave being white. I did change it to a deep purple to match the kettle, but I actually really like it white, so I may actually just change that back to white. I did go ahead and add in these little chili peppers. I love those in the kitchen. I think they look amazing. It just makes the kitchen just look so much more lived in, and that's me. I love lived in homes. I think it just makes sense for this couple to have a really large television in their living room. I say go big or go home, and I think that's kind of how they are. They're kind of just like show-off people. They have no reason for a TV that large in their home, but they have it that large just because they can afford it. That's just kind of how they are. So I think that's really cool as well. I also really picture this family having lots of white furniture around. So I don't know, I think white's definitely going to be a prominent feature throughout the house. But we'll see. So for that door, I thought a really large blind set would just be perfect. I think that New York homes really do have those a lot in their houses. Blinds more so than curtains. And these curtains are so ugly. I don't know what I was thinking putting those there. I do get rid of them, guys. Trust me, that is just not cute. I don't know what on earth went through my brain. But I thought, oh, let's have these curtains up here. Maybe we can make it cute. No, it doesn't look cute, Abby. Up here, we've got spotlights above the fireplace. We're putting in a really large mirror, and we're just going to put in some cute little plants along the side. And why did I put those wands there? Oh my gosh, I totally thought I was putting in the the set for the fireplace, but I put in a set of wands. Jeez, I'm so crazy today. I need to go ahead and adjust those, so I'll definitely be adjusting those in the next episode for sure. Now for the dining table, I'm definitely using those chairs, and I'm definitely using that table. Well, I say definitely, but I may actually change my mind. But I love that table and I love those chairs, so that's what we're going with. I think mostly white chairs with 2 accent yellow chairs looks awesome, and the black table doesn't look too nice, so I did change it to the same wood as the kitchen, so it looks like it's all part of the same set, and I kind of like it like that, but like I said, I'm probably going to change it in the next episode, so we'll see. That area there by the stairs, I thought it would be nice to have this little plant series of 3 little plants, and I decided to make the plant pots in black to go with the kitchen. Then I put in a nice little table accent piece. It's a bowl of fruit, and I believe that's from a set from the Sims resource as well. I don't think that's from anything from the Sims 3 website or anything like that. I just put that painting there for now. I don't think I'm going to keep that, but I don't know. I know that I want a painting there by the table, so we're going to put that there for now until I decide what else to put there. The bathroom, I just added in a sink and a toilet and did a little mirror there. It's really just a guest bathroom. It's not like anything they're going to use on a regular basis. I may just put in a little picture frame there. We'll see. So for the couch, I'm just adding in some pillows, and prominently the colours are going to be yellow, black and white. I may add in another pop of colour somewhere else, but for now I think I'm just going to go with these pillows and see what we can work with in the future. Like I said, I might change the couch, so don't be like, oh my gosh, Abby, those are so gross. I don't like your couch. I don't like those pillows. Like I said, I'm more than likely going to change them. This is kind of just me throwing something together just so I can have more done than just the kitchen in one episode. So I really like that little tray as well. I'm not quite sure what set that's from either, but that little tray on the coffee table I think looks pretty awesome too. So guys, we are going to have a little mini tour. So now that you see the inside of the New York Trio second house, what do you think so far? Let me know in the comments what you think I should add, what you think I should get rid of, what you think I should change, any specific suggestions that you think should definitely be in this house. I would love to get your opinions, and I will incorporate any of the coolest stuff that I hear or read, should I say, because you guys aren't speaking out loud. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below for any questions, suggestions, etc, etc. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're brand new to my channel, or if you just found my channel. Then welcome to the Abbi's world of decorating and building with The Sims 3. I am rambling. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone!